Hi, my name's Tom Olofsson. I'm an estate planning attorney and I serve clients in the Oak Lawn area. Thank you for coming to my website. I have something very special that I'd like to give you, but first I'd like to tell you a little bit about my practice. If I want to write a check to a friend of mine, say I want to write him a check for $500, if I don't sign that check, they're not likely to get the money. If I sell a car and I don't sign the title over to the new owner, they're going to have a hard time re-registering that car in their name. If I'm selling a home and I don't sign the deed over to the new owners, then it's very difficult for them to really own the property. I have to sign something. Our culture, even as advanced as it is with all its electronics, your signature, pen on paper, is still very important. Now, one thing that people forget is when they're dead, they cannot sign papers anymore. It's a simple thing, but it's something that really gets in the way. So for your assets to get to who they're supposed to go to after you have died, you need someone to substitute their signature for you. We call that person a judge. So your assets and your paperwork, including your will, all go to court in a process called probate, and the judge looks at your papers and interprets your will and determines what it means, and then signs his name in your place to substitute for your signature so that your stuff can get from you to the people it's supposed to get to. The will that you wrote during your lifetime is your instructions to the judge as to what you want done with your stuff. Whether you want it to all go to your spouse or you want it to go to your children or half and half, that's all explained in your will. If you don't have a will, then it's quite likely that your assets will be split up in a way that you really didn't intend. I had a client who came to me after her spouse had died, where she had the misfortune of her estate being split half between her and her young children. So her home was owned by very young children under the age of 3 and half by herself. It makes it very difficult for her to do anything with the home, and that's a sort of a surprising situation that comes from not having a will. Even with the best of intentions, your will really is an important thing. We don't necessarily want your assets to go through probate, and we'd like to avoid that, but a will is still a very important document to have. Now what I'd like you to do is go to my website and find out how you can get a free review of your existing trust documents to see if they come up to our standards. I can also arrange for you to get free access to 20 videos that answer your most often asked questions. They give you some guidance as to what you should be looking for. Now, if you don't have existing trust documents or you have a particular question that's been bothering you, you're welcome to call my phone number, which is 773-905-1193, and we'll set up a complimentary consultation.